Welcome back, strategy gamers. This is Victoria 3. We are continuing our Let's Play as Spain, primarily looking to get the Bourbon for everyone achievement, but we're also looking for Spain's rightful place in Empire. In the last episode, it was a long struggle to pass Universal Suffrage. We have finally got rid of land-based voting, and we didn't stop at wealth or census. We went all the way to universal suffrage. This has triggered the Freedom, Equality and Brotherhood event, which admittedly we only needed to get census to achieve, plus the other aspects that we already had. So let's have a look at it. Freedom, Equality and Brotherhood event in Toledo. The intelligentsia, under the leadership of Lorenzo Fernandez de Cordoba, has ushered in an era of liberal politics that promises a freer society where all citizens have a part in the political process. You may find many ideologies who claim to represent the will of the people, but who silence its voice when it cries out in opposition to their policies. Not we! We will remove people's shackles one by one until they are freed of the yoke of the past. Only then can we have what the will of the people truly is and let it shape the future. So, the results here. Fernandez de Cordoba is a fearless visionary. He gains plus 50% popularity. We get Freedom of Trade event for Spain, and we get the Freedom of Thought event for Spain. Are we able to see what they are? No. Live and learn. We're getting those events anyway. The other option is that this person who is the head of the trade unions becomes a radical. Or lastly, this person who is one of our generals and presumably he's in the landowners becomes a reformer. Now, the landowners being reformers is interesting, but I don't think this is a positive for us, because I think this is reform backwards is what he would be striving for. So, perhaps a voice of reason is needed before this gets too radical. Other political leaders would be wise to follow this trend. Oh, radical in this instance isn't terrible. These menus are really annoying that you can't just middle click to get them. He becomes a radical. He would strongly endorse universal suffrage, which we have. He would endorse right of assembly and protected speech. So he'd be in favor of us getting rid of censorship. And he would endorse our current state of no home affairs, but would strongly endorse guaranteed liberties. Like National Guard or guaranteed liberties, I think, okay. Let's have other strong voices. Now, urbanized Spain, making the progress I had hoped for. Did a big round of developments. Okay, we need these government buildings built. One is coming online. Then, okay, so there's a big round of government construction here. Or to the top. The bounce. The Democratic Progressive Party has been formed with the intelligentsia, and we have the rubber push. We get migration attraction in Western New Guinea, or in Orange Days. Austria are fighting Atcha. Pump jacks done. We can overhaul our plantations. Peace treaty. Britain and Brunei. They subjugated Brunei. They humiliated France, and the Austrians who came in on their side subjugated Austria. That was a big war. Okay, so if we look, a bunch of these are just about reducing the amount of workers you need in places rather than what actually drives forward innovation. Society point of view. Mutual funds could be a big step forward economically. Unproductive trade routes. Oh, unproductive trade routes. Oh, a general just died. We must mourn the passing of Del Urquijo. Well, that was a hard one to pronounce as an Irishman. Oh, we need a new general. In Iberia. 2 candidates. Both from the armed forces. Expert offensive planner is absolutely stunning. Winner. Okay, so quick look through our generals. I think we're pretty happy. Our the 3 commanders in Africa all have supply requisitions. This makes them excellent front. Now, I think in particular, we need to get a naval base deployed today into the Congo Cameroon area, Niger HQ and the Cameroon HQ. These 2 forces can be deployed overseas. But neither of them can really do naval invasions at the moment because they don't have an accompanying navy. And the other thing I've just noticed is we have a surveyor. No, we have explorer here. Look to the journal, and we are going to try to find the source of Congo. An expedition has been set to explore Lualabala and the Congo rivers. Choose a leader. And it was the Mora, who hasn't been offered. Bugger. We are going to send... We're offering our admiral. Our 2 admirals are being offered up. Okay, they're both explorers. Okay. And Rodil, who is not an explorer. Okay. Land of Plenty. Plus 20% movement for the free trade. Or the industrialist gets plus 10. Sure. USC are going to win the election. And we have captured the Ripper. We got the bastard. Plus 10% authority. Armed forces getting plus 10%. Or secret must go to our graves. The Ripper has been revealed as our recently hired and promoted general, a Major General Giron. Well, he dies. He has to be killed. The inspector grips the walking sticks fiercely. He hardly smiles. The face of the culprit is dimly lit by the cell light. From this distance, he resembles one of the inspector's childhood friends, his cousin, every other policeman. He doesn't even lift his head when they serve him some bland porridge. It's over now. The inspector can't take his eyes off his man. The light flickers. Someone has already told the press. The officer's filled with voices. The killer mutters something. He hardly smiles. We need a new general. The cruel, wounded explorer. We'll grab this guy. Hire another one. We got tactful mountain expert. Cool. Increase kill rate. That's fine. Right for action. The POSA have won the election, which, oh my god, the training unionists have won the election. Maybe we shouldn't have given the people the vote. The Moderate Party, the Democratic Progressive Party, and the Trade Unionists all trailed. So, government point of view, we still have legitimacy without bringing them in. If we were to bring them in, we would lose legitimacy unless we kick out one of these. Well, I think actually there's some value in bringing the trade unionists in because we did bolster. So populism is good on... No, egalitarian is going to be useful in some law reforms we want to do. I think there's some strong alignments here. So we can't do this. The rural folk expect to be part of... They want to join the Progressive Party. Okay. Isolationist, feudalist, agrarian. We don't need the intelligentsia. Stay with the industrialist trade union coalition. Individualist, laissez-faire, plutocratic. This is the will of the people. France are pushing it to it. Revolutionary America has split away from the United States and is out, and there is a... Oh, sorry, they managed to keep New York and New England as well. Okay. France are attacking revolutionary United States. The Confederacy has also exists, and 2 confederacies exist because the Confederacy in this timeline broke away from Mexico. So the Mexicans won a war with the United States, getting Texas and Alabama. They then formed a Confederacy and then split in half, and they were at war with each other. So the Confederate Peasant Revolt out of Texas against the Confederate States of America just in Alabama. The United States is Florida, Louisiana, the Midwest, New England. And they have no allies. The United States is not at war with its revolutionary. It's paying. Oh, they lost the war. They're paying war reparations to revolutionary America. Wow. We're in a cursed timeline, guys. France is at war with Nuer and Tuat. I'm the one who's considered to be notorious. I'm 50. France is 64. Okay, France is finally actually up there. The expedition arrives. Onward, a few weeks of preparation and travel led by Felix Severa have arrived the mouth of the Congo. Onward. That will tick along. So the way expeditions work, there is peril and progress. And if you get progress to 8, you succeed. And if you get peril to 8, you fail. Or if it's cancelled due to funds and lack of progress. It is expensive. It is costing us something like 20,000. Insufficient taxation capacity in Valencia, I think, is a government building shortfall. Yep. Red routes need convoys. So we're getting our bureaucracy up. Bureaucracy is nice and high. So now we can look at institutions and look to drive forward. Want the police state because we have a lot of radicals and we also have overseas states in turmoil. So I want the police state. There is new pension information. Unproductive trade route on liquor is no longer considered unproductive. Wine. Can we export wine? We don't make any wine. Change that. Spanish wine. Let's finish these government centres and then we could look at producing some wine. Spain. We don't make any fine art. We don't make any opium. We do make tea. So tea is good. Tobacco is good. Liquor, less so. Gold is up. Expedition beset by malaria. Gains a minor peril. Gains minor progress. 75% chance that we will push forward. Urbanized Spain is sitting at 46. This was what this big government building expansion is supposed to improve. Supposed to get all of these states. The urban 5. Crocodiles. Navigating the river, one of our men is irreparably dragged down while checking the conditions on the hull. We got... Let's move that side. So 50% chance trigger life prevails. 50% chance moment of silence. We got life prevails. After an interminable minute of fighting, our man manages to block the crocodile's jaw with a wooden plank and rapidly get back on board. We gain minor progress. Like local guides, our members of the expedition have suggested that we stop at some of the nearby settlements and try to hire some local guides. So we're not bigoted, so we're able to do this. This is the traits of the commander leading the expedition really matter. So they trigger some of the controls about what happens in these events and the type, and sometimes the type of events they get. So 50% we find them, 50% we fail, or it will take too long and we just continue. We will try and find them. Not found. We gain minor progress. So we are pushing forward and then we unlock naval. We can increase the size of our naval bases. Bay of Biscay has... I have an issue. Okay, so I think I'm going to come down into Congo here, build naval bases in the Congo. Each naval base will be what? Five and see what that means. Started building, shift somewhere off to skirmishing. Our entire military skirmish. Artillery. Generous present. Expedition has stopped their voyage at Bobangi, a local village where chieftain Jane Bokajande has kindly offered a gift. We get slight delayed or we gain progress. We have no time to lose with fraternizing with locals. Yeah, we are just going to push on. We want progress. While the expedition is traveling by river, they are attacked by locals. We can stand and fight. 50% chance of defense, 50% chance of failed defense, or we run, gaining minor expedition but suffering tactical retreat. We will fight and we failed, so we gain progress and gain peril, but that's a lot of progress we're making now. It feels like we're super close to finding the source of Nile. Have our shift over. No, not yet. Okay. The River Congo has successfully completed. Oh, successful expedition. Felix Cervera has returned triumphantly. The course and source of the Congo has been plotted. Coming home is supposed to be the easiest part, and in a sense it certainly was. But the jungle had forever taken us, ravishing our souls in reverie and terror. part of us forever stayed there. When I closed my eyes there, I saw my family. When I close my eyes here, I only see a persistent and drowning green. Excellent news. Spain gets mapped the course of the Congo River for 5 years, plus 25% prestige. Felix Carrera gets the Trade Explorer. He gains no longer busy. And so while he was doing this expedition, he could not pass with doing anything else. And he gains successful Congo expedition for 5 years, which gives him plus 50% popularity. Minor accents. Will any of these not give me radicals? I'll take the uppers. Could have field hospitals, but we don't have opium. Our ports should be setting. If our red passengers. Or less infrastructure. We're mainly using railways from an infrastructure point of view. There is reinforced concrete. Oh, and come into our plantations. Plantations can jump up. So they will make more coffee using engines. This with coffee. Actually, we'll just do it with all of them, and this may kickstart that the motor industry needed to be effective. Happy with that. So steam donkeys cost coal and engines and lower laborers. We don't do that. Electric fences again. Shift farms in western wine. This year it's a reduction in sugar. Get less fruit. The French have immediately started importing our wine. Trade routes need convoys. Do trade routes, wood, grocery, coffee. Some coffee. Groceries, bring in tea. Make both of those. Bring in hardwood, which will have a positive effect in bringing down the cost of our military. Mutual funds, public traded, unlocked, plus 10% minting, lowering of interest rate. I am going to go ahead and start making those changes. Our business. So if you look here, we can basically shift from it being aristocrats to capitalists primarily. Let's go ahead and get rid of aristocrats. Now, if you have a look at our silk, is our silk not effective? Has a high wage input. It can move to, there we go, that will improve that. It bring down its costs. Urban point of view, yeah, I think we're going to do the same again. If everything over to being publicly traded, this is a revolution in broadcast. And nationalism unlocked, plus 10% party. Free churches, get rid of clerk. Yes, have independent artists, bourgeoisie, patronage, so capitalists or aristocrats or academics. Academics, please. Okay. And trade centers have to be privately owned. Wonderful. And then power plants use engines. We have no population available in the Baleares. Wow. Okay, so we're going to put a power plant into here, into here, into here, and into here. And we can now search human rights. Oh, there we go. But we started building some things. Okay, so the next thing to do is, so if we come over to here, there is arable land, but you have no peasants. Okay. So this location, there is a case to be made for going rail transportation, going steam donkeys, because they have deficits of people. Now, tobacco, cotton, livestock, you have transportation shortfall. Okay. Build some of these. Railways will increase your transportation. 2 more railways. Then I think we want to get you to 5 tobacco. Fishing isn't hugely cost effective, but it is doing well for them, unlike this one until I bring down, yeah. Oh, and then there we go. That rebalance that. The shipyards. Okay. Government is max. And then we want all of Spain should be on 5. And one more thing in here. Steel mill is struggling with people to compete with the other businesses. Location. The university. That'll be your 5. Baleares. One flotilla in reserve. Tensions. We are... Oh, well. Okay, so we're down to 37, bad boy. And I see number 4. All these things have pushed us over 1,000 prestige. We are now 4th ranked power in the world. We're ahead of Russia. We're ahead of North Germany has formed. We're closing in on Austria. France has overtaken Great Britain. We have a standard of living of 15.6, so just behind Great Britain. Few countries down here that are a bit better, but they're much smaller than us. And we have 33 million people closing in on Austria and Great Britain's populations, way ahead of North Germany's population. Our GDP is 91.7 million. Outstanding stuff. Few states still with some turmoil problems, and then we do need lots more ports at buildings, development, ports. Go all the way down the line. Will help that situation there. We come down to here. We now have naval force. We do. 5 more, please. Now if we come over into military, into the navy, we can recruit an admiral in the Congo. Landowners are the expert naval commander. Yes, please. Convoy raider. Dockyard organizer is pretty good. Okay. Danish Niger has Butcher struggling with supply. France is continuing to grow. Let's have a look at our colonies. Yeah, we're pushing. Need this one, and then we need to get into here. Over here, we're at getting a good piece, and I think we're going to go war with Tradore soon. We've missed out on Brunei. Some Dutch East Indies. So there's still some land to take here. Tradore, I think, is going to be a big one for us. We could look to get a military operation going in the east. No harm in having a government centre. And then I think some more dye and tea would be useful. Tobacco. We afford all that. We're 1 for 1, so 2, 4, 9, 10. We have 11. Okay, so levies can handle that, and we could build railways, we could build ports if we wanted to increase. I think this is a good place as any to leave this episode. We've seen some cursed stuff happening in the Americas. We've seen France go ham in West Africa. This is United States, but this is all France. France getting a lot of East Africa. So France have overtaken the United Kingdom as the world's leading power as they gobble up Africa, and we have just become the number 3 power. We have overtaken Austria. We're coming for you, Britain. Coming for you. Really appreciate the watching, the comments, the like. You know, do hit the like button. Do subscribe for more Victoria 3 content. We're going to continue this Let's Play. We're super close to the objective. 15.6 out of 20. Standard of living. We're going to have more Victoria 3 content on the channel. We're going to look into some of the interplays between building constructions, give you some tips in that area. Awesome game. I'm absolutely loving playing it. I've been Garner. You've been awesome. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.